Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devils podcast. Brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. You can bet just $1 on any NFL team this week to score a point, and if they do, you get $100 in free bets when you sign up using that promo code PHNX. Just that easy, baby. Having some technical difficulties with Nick Murphy. We'll get him on hopefully later in the episode. If not, we'll get him on soon. But we can just hop right into the Las Vegas Bowl.
Las Vegas, baby.
If it came at a different time or a different season, I would have jumped at the opportunity to go, man.
I was surprised to hear that you weren't going to be there.
Yeah. I'm known around the office as a degenerate gambler, apparently. That's good. When was the last time you went to Vegas, Shawn?
Last Christmas. I spent Christmas in Vegas.
Really? How was that? Was that a weird experience?
It wasn't that weird. I spent it with one of my best friends because he also could not go home for Christmas. Spent a little time on the strip. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm a big Vegas guy. Huge.
Not surprised.
I love Vegas. I think I'm going for March Madness later in the year.
Ooh.
To see Bobby.
Yeah,
They're gonna be there. No, he'll be there coaching. He's not just gonna be there as a fan.
No, you're gonna have to travel to wherever we're playing our NIT game.
Man. Well, huge news coming from Fremont Street yesterday. Monday. I think it was on Monday. ASU won something. They won a Family Feud type of game. I think they played Wisconsin.
At least they won something.
Yeah, I think they were playing Wisconsin. I think it was a friendly little Las Vegas Bowl thing that they put together. ASU emerges victorious. They had some snapshots from the event on Fremont Street. You ever been to Fremont Street?
No, I've driven past.
Man, it's fun.
My friend,
it's so grimy. I love it.
My friend that lives there, my friend that lives there is like a full blown local now.
Yeah.
He said to stay away from Fremont Street.
I love it.
Grimy.
It's so grimy. It's so fun. They had some snapshots from the event, and one of the answers back there was like snail/slug. I'm like, I really want to know what the question was. And I think it was Tyler Johnson going, yeah.
I did see, I think it was Nevada and Central or Western Michigan. They did like a little friendly competition. It was like bowling, but they threw footballs. Pretty sure Nevada won that, and then they got blown out in the actual bowl game. So hopefully that trend doesn't continue here.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it will because ASU is going to win this game and score 30 points.
That is...
Psych, I lied. I have no idea what's going to happen in this game.
Say.
I'm a little worried, to be honest. As we mentioned yesterday in yesterday's pod, if you didn't see that or listen to it, go ahead and get into the wherever you listen to your podcast. It's there. We talked about some of the guys not playing. We'll go over them later in the show as well. But we previewed the game. We'll dive into more of a preview in this show. Obviously not at full strength. I think Wisconsin is going to mostly be at full strength pending COVID stuff. I'm so worried now with all of the cancellations in the past couple of days. UCLA getting canceled yesterday. It's figured.
The UCLA one made me especially nervous because it was literally like hours before the game.
I know, and I feel so bad for the student athletes, the seniors, that didn't opt out and are planning to play in these games that are supposed to be the last games of their career, and then no postponement, no rescheduling. It's just over. Their career is over.
Yeah, especially for like NC State situation where they weren't even the ones that did anything wrong, and then they get screwed out of a game. Yeah,
it sucks. I can't imagine the feeling, especially I saw some comments under, I forget who tweeted it out that it was canceled. Somebody commented, was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm an hour outside right now. Like they drove all the way. Can you imagine getting that update? Oh,
that happened to me before, but it was a Travis Scott concert. I was halfway there and they got canceled.
Yeah.
That's a terrible, terrible feeling.
Yeah. Big Travis Scott guy.
I feel hesitant to say yes to that now.
Yeah.
Apparently he's making his return, but I again feel hesitant to say. I was at one point, and then I don't. Astroworld was mid.
Yeah. Nothing will ever compare though to, because you know how when Astroworld was released, nobody knew who was going to be on it.
Yes.
And what's the most popular song?
Sicko Mode.
Sicko Mode. Sicko Mode, when it goes boom, boom, and then you hear Drake say something, you're like, what?
Yeah, I was laying in a dorm room in the dark at Syracuse in my undergrad, and I was listening to it, and then all of a sudden I heard Astro, and I freaked out.
I have friends, so I was listening to it with my friends.
I was okay. First off, I was working Jim Boeheim's basketball camp at Syracuse, so I wasn't alone by my own choosing.
Do you ever have a run in with Buddy?
Yeah, I worked the basketball team. I knew Buddy.
Yeah,
I have his number in my phone.
Good guy.
Oh, he's a really nice guy. He
Yeah.
has every reason
He
to
seems
be.
like one. He has a
Yeah.
kind face.
Yeah, his dad is not a nice guy. But
Wow.
I didn't say that. I didn't. Don't let Jim know. He's just a grumpy old man. But
Yeah.
Buddy is a terrific dude. He's
Yeah,
a very, very nice
for
guy.
sure. Something about a slender man. Very nice. They're very nice people usually.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Except for Kevin Durant, he's pretty mean on Twitter.
Yeah, I feel like that was a massive generalization.
Slenderman?
Yes.
What about Slenderman?
I was gonna say the most famous Slenderman is Slenderman, and he is
very mean.
He's evil.
I heard he's not a nice guy.
Reportedly, allegedly,
he doesn't tip at restaurants.
That's not surprising. Buddy, I'm sure does tip at restaurants.
Yeah, fat probably. He seems like you know what? Buddy Boeheim's the type of guy to finish his dinner at like Cracker Barrel, and the waitress comes over and is like, "Did you enjoy your food?" And it's all gone. He's like, "I hated it." That's what he seems like.
Welcome to the SYRC Orange Pod.
There's
a lot of Cirque Pod. A lot of Syracuse talk. Not that I'm complaining, but
okay. Well, as I said, we went over the opt-outs yesterday, but here are them again. Rashad White, Darian Butler, Jack Jones, and Chase Lucas not going to play. I don't think Tyler Johnson's going to play. I'm pretty sure there's conflicting reports. I don't think he's going to play, though. So no Tyler Johnson. We can assume that. Then all obviously transferred or already transfer portal guys or already transferred. Chip Trainum, Johnny Wilson, Jordan Porter, Cam Phillips, and Jordan Banks will not be playing in this game. As I said, Wisconsin is supposedly going to be at full strength pending all the COVID stuff. And I mentioned this a month ago when this got announced, but it's so weird how similar Jayden Daniels and Mertz's numbers are.
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels, 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Mertz's numbers, 9 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Like the same guy, except Mertz can't really do it with his legs.
Yeah. I would much rather be Jayden than Mertz. I mean,
you'd much rather be him?
Well, yes, and I would much rather have. Well, I meant statistically, I would much rather have his numbers, like have the ability to do it on the ground, and then have.
I thought you were just fantasizing about being a D1 player again.
I mean, I do that quite frequently. I would much also rather. I don't know which one I would rather be, but that's neither here nor there.
Do you think the Big Ten players are as bored as we are watching the games when they play?
No, because I feel like
being on a Big Ten defense would be electric.
To be like an outside linebacker on a D1.
Yeah, just being like, we've never given up more than 3 points in a game.
To be J.J. Watt in college, basically, would be electric. Or Chip Trainum.
Yeah.
No.
So Nick Murphy cannot join us. He's having some technical difficulty. We'll get him back on the pod in the coming weeks. He said he'd be more than willing to do a bowl wrap-up or something. So unfortunate there. Sorry for the tease, but he will be here. One thing that was interesting that I wanted to ask him, I looked back at ASU's bowl appearances when he was there, and I'm pretty sure he played in 2 straight Aloha Bowls.
Free trips to Hawaii.
That is so sick.
That is awesome.
So we were talking about this yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, about what would be a better incentive for guys that are playing in a non-New Year's Six or CFP Bowl than just, hey, you won this. Congratulations. Here's like a bucket of fries. What would the Aloha Hawaii one be? Because you're already there.
Yeah. You just get they extend your hotel reservation for a week. Like,
you get sand.
Because I mean, we were talking about the Cheez-It Bowl.
Maybe a loser gets wet socks and sand in their shoes.
That is actually, instead of incentivizing wins, decentivizing losing.
Oh, my God.
There's just a punishment, a public shaming for the loser.
You
have to fill their bags with sand.
What would the Cheez-It Bowl be?
Oh,
that's hard. There's nothing really bad about Cheez-Its.
You get like a life supply or like a year supply of off-brand Cheez-Its.
Cheese nips.
They force you to eat.
Cheese nips are kind of elite, though.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a cheese cracker, so it's not going to be that bad. They just ban you from ever eating actual Cheez-Its.
Wow, that's intense.
I'm fully aboard this decentivizing.
So what's Las Vegas's?
You have to gamble with your own money. I don't. Or I've
been punished so many times.
You're not allowed on the Strip. You have to spend all your time on Fremont Street.
Fremont Street's fun.
You just called it grimy.
It is, but that's why it's so fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess that's kind of the charm of Las Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of bad parts about maybe you have to attend the same Circus Delay show like 6 times in a row.
Cirque du Soleil is electric though.
Yeah, but 6 times in a row, you know what's gonna happen? Oh no, a magician show 6 times in a row. Because then the same thing.
David Blaine over and over.
No,
and over
David
again.
Copperfield. David Blaine would be kind of cool. Avery Blaine's cool.
I like Magic. I'm not gonna lie.
You like Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I like.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
You mean the Shane on the wall?
Yeah.
He's always
Speaking
watching.
of magicians.
He's always watching.
Can we just address it, or were you just never going to?
What was to address? I look beautiful, and it's right there.
All right.
Wait, look, double Shane.
How charitable of Petey to donate his gift to the studio.
Yeah,
seriously. I'm sure him and his family.
You know
really
what? I bet
that
his wife was broken up about having it gone.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they hung it up for a day. So refreshing to see no Johnny
shots in the chat.
Damn, Johnny's catching strays when he's not even on this show. Johnny will actually be on this show tomorrow.
Yeah, see how refreshing it is with no Shane tomorrow.
Yeah, no Shane tomorrow.
Glasses gang, yeah.
Sean and Johnny will be coming to you live right after the Las Vegas Bowl, after ASU has a thrilling 13-10 victory. Blind Boys. Ooh, I can't see shit.
I can't read the comments.
I literally can't see.
I'm being honest. I can't read a single thing on the screen.
I can't either. What's your vision?
I don't know.
My vision's -3.5.
I don't. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. To be honest with you,
that means I'm legally blind.
Oh Jesus! I just showed it to the eye doctor, and they hand me glasses.
Yeah,
they puff air in my eye.
Well, you know what I am worried about a little bit tomorrow. Since there's the linebackers, not really. There's a couple guys in the front seven that aren't playing, and yes. Wisconsin has a stud freshman running back, and Braylon Allen, who had over 1,100 yards on just 157 attempts and 12 touchdowns. I think he's 17. I know. What are you doing at 17?
We were going to senior prom, and graduating high school. Not playing Division I football.
Yeah, right when I turned 18, I was in Huntington Beach, and I was so excited to buy cigarettes legally.
What?
Can we just relax? Like I'm saying, I'm buying drugs. This was just like I wasn't smoking cigarettes. I just was like, I wanted to buy something legally. You know what I'm saying? Just turned 18. Go to the liquor store. Don't get carded.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I lived near the Iroquois reservation or the Seneca reservation back home, and they really cheap cigarettes, and they just never carded anybody.
Yeah.
So I could get actually, what I was doing at 17, my high school, because I went to a bougie private Catholic high school, we had a senior smoke day where the school sanctioned us to have, I guess, our older family buy us tobacco and smoke it on campus.
What?
Yes. Now, first time I ever had a cigar.
How old is this school?
I actually don't know when it was founded, but
probably a while ago.
It's pretty old.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, the Catholics just do whatever they want. It was awesome.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You guys were underage smoking at school.
Oh yeah, school sanctioned. Like the teachers were watching us.
That has to be illegal.
Probably. Yeah, no, because I think at the time the New York law was that you couldn't purchase it, but there was technically no rule against smoking. Again, I don't think they would have cared. I'm pretty sure the law changed.
Smoke, guys.
Don't smoke.
No. Well,
don't smoke.
I think obviously we mentioned how the stalwart God was watching.
God was watching,
yeah,
and he condoned it.
Yeah. Obviously we mentioned the stalwart that is Wisconsin's defense, #1 in the entire college football landscape, only allowing 241 yards a game, which is just incredible. But again, Big Ten, keep it at that. ASU's going to win this game with a depleted defense playing strong. That's the only way they're going to win. No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were predicting. You were
the
like
only
guaranteeing
way. Sorry, let me rephrase. The only way ASU can win this game is if their depleted defense plays strong.
100%.
Guys who are expected to play like Evan Fields, who I'm really excited about because he's had such a bad injury history this year, and I'm glad he's playing in this game. So guys like him are really going to need to step up. Markham's going to need to step up in the secondary. I think he's going to be starting. But Evan Fields is going to be good to have back there at safety. Eric Gentry is going to need to have a big game. There's going to need to be standout performances from this ASU football team in places you hadn't seen before on defense.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it a little bit. Like, they are playing the best defense in the country.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to, arguably the best defense in the country. So, like, you have to at least hope that they're kind of going into this game being like, we can't get embarrassed by their offense and this running back, but get embarrassed by having their defense show out and ours.
Yeah,
not.
This could easily be a 30-3 victory for Wisconsin.
Yes.
I would be shocked if they put up 30 points. Actually, bet the under, guys.
Bet the under. Do you know what it is?
40. It's higher than 40, which is weird.
That is weird.
A lot riding on Ngato's shoulders. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Let's just get to it now. Look, Rashad White and Chip Trainum, obviously not Chip Trainum playing linebacker.
Chip Trainum.
Linebacker and Chip Trainum.
Big Ten defense. Big Ten defensive player. Chip Trainum. Who would have thought that at the beginning of the year?
Obviously 3 not going to play. Just an incredible year by him. He deserves to sit out. But what we talked about yesterday is if you're an ASU fan, you for some reason can't get yourself up to watch this game, get excited for it. Think about this. Think about it this way. This team is most likely this game is going to most likely resemble what next year is going to look like. Jayden Daniels and Daniel Ngata will probably be starting at Jayden Daniels will be. Daniel Ngata will probably be starting at running back. Tevin White might start, but who knows? And other than that, you're going to have a receiving core that should be relatively the same. To this game, obviously Johnny Wilson's gone, but to this game, it will relatively be the same. Unless Bunkley Shelton or some other guys transfer, which definitely could happen. But as of right now, this is what we're looking at. So the younger guys that we haven't seen much of, Elijah Badger, they might be able to show you something in this game. And it's almost like a preseason game for next year with bowl implications. I mean, I don't really. Again, they need punishment if they lose. Yes. Like, it would be so fun.
That would make it so much more.
You have to smoke an entire pack of cigarettes inside of Circus if you lose,
or you just have to spend time in the smoking section of the floor, which is basically all of it.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing as smoking a pack of cigarettes.
But yeah, if you're an ASU fan that can't get excited for it, think about it that way. I'm excited to watch this game because of that. There should be. Look, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but there's a lot of players and coaches that this game is big for. It can set the tone for next year. It's hard to carry momentum a whole year over. However, if Jayden Daniels goes out there and lights up this really good Wisconsin defense, it's going to give not only him but ASU fans confidence in him.
Yeah.
And if Ricky Pearsall or Bunkley Shelton and they decide to stay, have a big game, then that sets them up to be the guy next year. And when come training camp, come early games next year, out of conference games, it sets the tone for I'm the leader in this receiving core. Yes. I'm the leader of this offense. And hopefully that gets going. And Ngata, I'm so excited because as we talked about yesterday, so many people were calling for more Ngata. And it doesn't make sense because Rashad White was so good. But now we get it. Now you guys get a chance to see him. And I really liked what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, same. I feel like in terms of reasons to get up for this bowl, like I've said it time and time again, the season did not go the way that people wanted it to. It can be a silver lining. This gives you, if you can come into this game and put up points on the defense that is Wisconsin's defense, how do you not get excited for next year? Or at least get a little glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
And yeah, you mentioned it. Like, we get to see Ngata, who people have been calling for. We get to see what this team more or less is going to look like next year. Like, worst case scenario, the expectations are met and we lose. Best case scenario, we shock the world.
Yeah.
We beat Wisconsin.
Okay, relax. This is not a world beater to you. Well, Wisconsin is favored by 6 points.
I mean, fair enough.
Shock the world. Shock the strip, maybe.
Yeah, shock Fremont Street.
Yeah. You can already get shocked at Fremont Street if you just try to touch an outlet. I can tell you that much. And Mac, I'm not saying I want them to lose and go to Circus. I'm saying that to make these games more fun, there needs to be a punishment. And if Wisconsin loses, they would need to do that as well.
We want Wisconsin to suffocate Circus.
Yeah. As I said, ASU is 6-point underdogs against Wisconsin. Let me get that over under
41.
41.
Okay,
that scares me a little bit. I think it was at 45 like a month ago when this was announced, which I should have taken at the time.
Yes.
But if you want to bet on any of that stuff, head over to the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use that promo code PHNX when you sign up at just $1 on any NFL team to score a point this week. And if they do, you get $100 in free bets this week at the DraftKings Sportsbook app when you sign up. Use that promo code PHNX, baby. Yeah. I'm so excited for what comes of this game and to overreact in the new year. That's like one of my favorite things is overreacting. If Jayden Daniels throws one interception or throws no interceptions, I'm going to say this man is never going to throw another interception.
Yeah, I mean, if
overreacting is like my favorite
and scores like 3 touchdowns,
yeah,
I've obviously
I will say he's better than Rashad White.
Yes, that, and I think if we go out and just like dominate this Wisconsin team, Pac-12 champions.
Yeah. Well, you can't bet on player props. You can't bet on Daniel Ngata to score multiple times in the game just yet here in Arizona, but you can bet on a various a variety of other things. And if you want to stay away from this game, which I wouldn't blame you, there's so many other things to bet on. Russian ping pong, man, I'm keep saying it. Bet on it. It's fun. It's really fun. You can get streams of it. It's like 40-year-old men playing ping pong indoors. You can do that on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. That's 21 plus. Arizona only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at DraftKings. You can bet on Gaelic hurling.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware.
That is.
Do you even know what that is?
No.
I think it's football.
No, there's Gaelic football and then there's Gaelic hurling.
What is that? Just throwing it? Is that like a disc?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Would be nice to see us throw the ball down the field. I hope. So that's another thing. Is this game? As I said, this is mostly the personnel that ASU is going to get next year, offensive wise, especially. This game can set the tone for guys like Zach Hill, play calling in general, the mood of the team. I mean, this team had so much success running the ball, but they had so much success running the ball with a former NFL running back in Rachaad White. I don't know. That's not a knock on Ngata. He's young. I'm sure he can get there. But I don't know if being run heavy and committing to the run and setting up the play action is going to work as well as it did with Rachaad White, especially in this game.
Yeah.
So,
defense.
As I said, I liked overreacting, but I'm not going to overreact to the play calling. That's one thing I'm going to stay away from because this team could look a lot different. There still could be transfers going out. But two, I mean, this isn't. They're not going to play Wisconsin every week.
No.
Pac-12 play is much different than playing a Big Ten team.
Big Ten defenses.
Yeah. What's your three biggest keys to the game?
I mean, you kind of just talked about it. We have to set up the passing game. This defense, rush defense, is so good.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's huge. Our defense has to at least come close to matching, just not even necessarily just the performance, but the intensity of this Big Ten defense, this Wisconsin defense. And then Jayden can't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we talked about how the numbers between these two quarterbacks are so comparable. Jayden just has to outperform Wisconsin's quarterback.
Mine are one, stop the run. 100% need to stop the run. Can't let Wisconsin bully you this whole game.
Yeah.
Number two, they need at least one turnover, I feel like, because I think this ASU offense is good for at least one turnover themselves. So they need to at least match one or two turnovers. If they turn the ball over 3 times, they're going to lose this game anyway. But I need at least one takeaway tomorrow. And my third is play with passion. Yes. I know guys like Evan Fields and a lot of these guys who aren't going to be playing in their next coming years. This game means a lot to them, and there's a reason why they didn't opt out. And I don't blame people for opting out. Trust me, I'm fully on board with people opting out. I would love to see Darian Butler play, but I know it's not a smart decision for him. Just play, especially for guys coming back next year. Jayden Daniels, play like a leader. Daniel Ngata, play like you want to run through a wall. Play like
you want that starting job.
Yeah, play like you enjoy Herm Edwards as a football coach. If this team can come together on the field in this game, knowing that this is what the team's mostly going to look like next year, it'll set up a lot. So play with passion, play with intensity, even if they don't get the win. If I see good football for at least 3 quarters, I'm going to be satisfied.
Yeah. And I mean, there are the opt-outs and stuff like that, but there are the opt-outs and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, there are guys whose last football game ever will be tomorrow night. And so you have to get up for guys like that, because especially if you're someone like Jayden, who it's not their last game, and you're not showing up with any passion, like that's gonna like hurt the guys whose last game this is.
Yeah.
So
what is your take on Jayden Daniels' demeanor? How calm and
you don't know what he is like in the locker room. You don't know what he's like around these guys. I don't think just because he doesn't show the kind of passion that people want him when they're in the middle of a game, I don't think that's there's different kinds of leaders, different ways people express that kind of leadership. So I feel like it's just, I mean, maybe it is a problem, but I don't think it's fair for any of us who are sitting on our couch just watching games to really judge him for that.
Yeah, Lothar Capone brings up the clock running out. And I think this is the first time they're playing since that game, so that's really fun. The celebration and all that. We've talked about this game for basically a month now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, me as a ASU fan would love to see a win here, but what bowl games are good for, in my view, is I want these guys to enjoy the time they spend on this team, because you hear so many people talk about how quickly it goes by and all that. So I'm excited just to watch this game suit up, or watch this team suit up one more time for one more game, especially in Las Vegas. They look like they're having a ton of fun. That's another fun thing about bowl games is they travel so early to get there, and they have these events and stuff. He needs an NIL deal with Smile Direct Club. Yeah. Where would you get an NIL deal if you had the opportunity?
Oh, it would have to be a food place. Well, Jayden with a car dealership, getting a Mustang?
Yeah.
That's just, I would love that. Better than my 2014 Jeep Compass.
Mine would be somewhere like a cool venue that I could just rent out whenever I wanted.
Ooh. Oh, I would like one with an airline. Flights.
Yeah, bro.
Or a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Free hotels. Airbnb. Just give me free Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Anything that can make travel cheaper.
Yeah.
I think I would enjoy. A gas station.
Wow.
Give me a Circle K NIL deal.
Dude, that would be electric. Oh my God. Not even just for the gas. Like just
I like the snacks.
Yeah, that'd be so sick. Love it.
Love it.
That'd be a cool t-shirt.
Yes.
Circle Shawn.
Circle Shawn.
Shawn K. Ooh.
Circle Shawn, baby.
Yeah. Well, I kept you from seeing this graphic.
Oh God. I've been teased with this for like the last few hours.
I'm a huge fan of Vegas. I'm a huge fan of movies. And one of the best movies about Las Vegas
I'm so
is
nervous.
The Hangover.
I'm so nervous.
So I put this
no. Am I a baby?
No, Johnny is.
Oh, and we're with Herm. Let's go.
Yeah.
Johnny's the baby. I love that.
I really want to see that movie.
Oh, wait. Am I Bradley Cooper?
Yes, you are.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's fitting.
Is it?
I'm the best looking one in that picture.
That's incredible that you think that, and frankly hilarious.
I mean, truth can be funny sometimes.
Well, since I'm such a big fan of Las Vegas, I thought we'd play a little game. Not really a game, just got some questions for you. And no better time to do it than when the Sun Devils are in there. First of all, do you think that any of them are gambling? Like a lot?
Are they allowed to?
Interesting. I'm not sure.
I know. I mean,
I would assume
they can't bet on sports, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like why am I forgetting the word? Like the compliance people are probably like, you might want to stay away from the casinos.
Yeah.
But I'm sure some of them are.
Would you if you were on the strip? If you were allowed to?
If I was, okay.
Why
not? Especially if you got a little NIL money.
What's your favorite table game?
Blackjack. It's the only one I know how to play. So I have to rock with blackjack. I mean, I could figure out like
chat. Roulette. Chime in too. I want to hear your guys's.
Roulette seems fun because there's moving
roulette
parts
is very fun.
So that one seems fun, but blackjack I feel like is the one I have the best chance to take some money on.
Massive craps guy.
Okay.
Huge. So fun. Even if you're not the one that even if you're not the hot shooter rolling the dice, do you know how to play?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. I had a couple experiences last time I was at Vegas with just the hottest hand ever across the edge of the table. So many people have these weird rituals that they do, like they'll line up the dice to be exactly like the 3 is facing 45-degree angles and the 6 is this way, and they do it every time. It takes like 2 minutes, but if somebody's hot, you don't say anything.
You wouldn't mess with it.
It is so fun. And it's one of the most passive games you can play. You just watch people roll dice and throw money on certain individual bets. Super fun. So big craps guy. There are craps tables in Arizona now. The only other state besides Louisiana and Las Vegas and Nevada to have craps tables live. So that's very exciting. I might be going to one tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys updated with that.
I feel like you have to be an absolute ride at a casino.
Me?
Yes.
No.
No.
I'm pretty reserved at casinos.
Fair enough.
Like I'm not really a riot anywhere, unless I get like 6 tequila sodas deep at Boondocks and they take away my slushy. We already talked about that. Start barking at people. Club or a pool?
The honest answer is neither, but I'd say pool.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a club guy here. When I'm in Vegas and that's the only thing I'm there to do is fucking gamble and drink. Yes.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, never been to a Vegas club.
Okay.
So
they're pricey, but man.
But I mean, we've talked about my disdain for the clubs in Old Town.
I'm with you too, though. I don't like the clubs in Old Town.
So maybe
the reason why it's so different there is because a lot of them have DJs that have residencies there.
Okay.
And they're like well-known
Actual
DJs. Like I
DJs,
saw
yeah.
Millennium from like 2 to 4 a.m. when I was in Vegas like 2 years ago, and it was amazing. Those clubs are just the most updated lighting and sound. It was so
Fair
fun.
enough. I feel like my Vegas style is much more like a style that I can't live, in the sense that I would like to be rich and pull up in a nice car, toss the keys to the valet with like $100 bill, and go into a Michelin star restaurant.
That's why you get rich friends.
Yes.
Last time I was there, my buddy he got us a table at I think it was the Cosmos like day club pool, dude.
Yeah, the last time I was in Vegas, my friend has a pretty solid paying job.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't disagree with this take. It is the best of both worlds. Sometimes there are DJs playing those too, so I think I would go pool rather, because it's being day drunk too, man. It hits so.
Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Oh no!
You said you don't like day drinking. Why are you going back on your word?
Can you stop outing me?
I love a good darty.
Yeah,
I love, because I get tired early. I would rather rage during the day.
No. At ASU, you guys call it darty, and I can't get behind it.
Nobody at ASU calls it darty.
I didn't undergrad at ASU. I'm talking, that's what we call it at Syracuse.
Yeah, that's an East Coast thing.
Okay, we called it dager.
Dager? Yeah, dager's way worse than darty.
No.
Yes.
Darty?
Darty.
Chat, darty or dager?
Darty sounds ridiculous.
Okay, but we also call cigarettes darts.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's versatile.
Favorite hotel or casino?
The only one that I have really been in has been the Bellagio.
Okay,
that's where I went to a really nice dinner at the Picasso restaurant there. Bellagio is nice though.
Yeah,
I feel like that's my answer is Bellagio.
Day drinking is for the OGs. Day drinking, yeah, I hear day drinking too. I never say those. I just say, hey, you want to get drunk,
and it just so happens to
be noon. Yeah. I am a big fan of. So Caesars is fun to gamble in, but staying there scares me because it's so big and it's intimidating and everything is pristine and white. Huge fan of the Link. They have one of the best sports books there. Huge fan of Treasure Island, even though it's kind of grimy. It's cheap. The Mirage, also kind of cheap and grimy. The Cosmo is one of my favorite places to go get a drink in the massive ballroom they have. The Link also has the wheel. Have you been in that before?
No, I'm definitely afraid of heights.
Yeah, but it's so fun.
I probably would get on
they have a bartender in them.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. That sounds awesome.
So fun.
Only Vegas. I unfortunately though, I have been getting a few TikToks recently of like this woman that goes through Vegas hotels and reviews them, and they're almost always like, she went in the MGM and there was like flies in her sink, and it was just like, yeah, that's no fun. I last time I was there, I found an incredible game, electronic ponies. They're little like electronic racing? Horses, like horse. You're betting on horse racing.
Yeah, but it's like a little tiny.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. That sounds awesome.
It's not.
Have you ever played the? Oh, it's not.
Well, I mean, it's fun, but
you lose money.
I lost a ton of money.
Have you ever played that carnival game where like you have the horses and you have to roll like the pool ball basically?
Oh my god, that's so
greatest
fun.
Carnival game of all time. See, absolutely love it.
That, but you can't have that at a casino because it's skill.
That's fair.
It's not random.
That's fair, but I mean, poker's skill.
Nah,
I mean, it's not.
You're
it's
getting
not,
dealt cards.
Yeah, that's true.
Any good stories from Vegas?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I almost got murdered by a.
Okay, not really.
I couldn't think of.
He's like, yeah, not really any I could think of. So, I almost fucking died.
Well, I almost got murdered by the fancy restaurant I went to because I'm allergic to nuts.
Oh.
And there was a soup that we were gonna have, and I asked them for nuts, and then they brought it out, and I almost started eating it, and then the waiter came back, and he was like, "I think this has nuts in it. We're gonna take it back." I should have eaten it and then sued them for all they're worth. Because then I would be Shane's rich friend.
Yeah, but there you go.
I did not. But no, honestly, I don't have any like wild Vegas stories, to be honest.
I have some that I won't share on air, but I will tell you sometime. I do have one really good one. So a year and a half ago, we went for the March Madness. That was last year. Yeah. Or 2 years ago. Was it canceled last year? No. Yeah, last year. Yes. We went and I go up to the Lynx Sportsbook and I killer nuts. I go up to the Lynx Sportsbook and I go place a 3-team parlay on. No, it was right before March Madness because this was in the conference tournaments. It was USC money line. I had all of these money line except for Illinois minus like 5.5. USC money line, Illinois minus 5.5, and then another team's money line. And I get the ticket back, and both USC and the other team were slightly favored, like by like 1.5. So he misheard me. Instead of the money line, he gave me the spread minus 1.5, and I was like, doesn't matter. I get better odds too, so who cares? Go up to my room with my ticket.
Yeah.
Well, Illinois covers by like 20. The other team, I think it was Duke, maybe covers their by like 4. I was like, oh god, that was scary. USC goes down with like 15 seconds to go after a huge run by whoever the hell they were playing. And I was like, fuck, no, I'm going to lose anyway. It doesn't matter. I bet the spread. They had a game-winning 3 to win by 1 point at the fucking buzzer. I was completely deflated. So if anybody ever gets your ticket wrong, you go back immediately and change it.
Trust your gut. That's what I said the other day. You got to trust your gut.
I did trust my gut. I said, I'm not going to go back because I have better odds.
Fair.
Man, it was not fun. Yeah, Vegas is a soulless place that takes a lot out of you. Hopefully the Sun Devils can keep their souls come tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Shawn and Johnny Venerable will be live right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel after the conclusion of the game. For you late night people, you can watch it. If you are going to be in bed by midnight, I'd probably just watch it in the morning then.
Watch it from bed.
Or drink a Red Bull, stay up all night, type conspiracy theories in the chat, and send them to Shawn.
Yeah, I love conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But like fun ones.
Yeah.
Not like I remember hearing Michaela doesn't believe the moon landing is real.
Yeah.
Right? That is outrageous.
That's horseshit.
That is horseshit indeed.
Yeah.
Outrageous. I like fun ones that have no actual implications.
Yep. Well, anything else before we get out of here?
Not that I can think of.
Head over to gophnx.com.
Yes.
Johnny, Gerald, Jesse, Derek, Craig Morgan. Bunch of people, bunch of good articles, bunch of good stuff. Sticker packs available now at the phnxlocker.com. Got shirts dropping all the time. You can get your first month for just 50 cents, or you can get an annual subscription just under $60. That'll take you into the new year, baby, and almost into next year. So go ahead and do that. You can only find content like this at gophnx.com or on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel, which if you're watching live, leave a like, subscribe, comment something nice about Shawn. He's feeling a little bit insecure today.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm feeling
Join
great.
us in the Discord if you're a member. I talk to my peeps all the time in there. We like to share our sorrows in betting. Speaking of, me and Shawn both bet against each other.
6-3. 6-3
Nice.
Clemson still in the third quarter.
Love that.
Speaking of bets, my parlay that you told me to ride with the Sabres losing 2-0 in the first period.
Okay, so don't blame this on me. You placed the bet.
Well, you told me to ride it, so
Well, yeah, because you would be a little stinking baby if
you're not
cashed
wrong.
out. Go
Unless it's a pick of the week.
phnx.com, phnxlocker.com. Get all your fun stuff there. We have deals of the week all the time for members that you can only get if you're a member. So subscribe, please. Yeah. I'm excited for the game tomorrow. Tweet at us if you feel so inclined at Shane Deef, at Shawn_DePaz, SHAWNDEPAZ.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody ever called you DePaz?
In high school, it was constantly DePaz. Drove me crazy.
Oh, DePaz?
DePaz.
Has anybody called you Pez? Like the Pez things?
No.
I'm totally making a graphic of your head, like with a candy
Jesus.
coming out of your throat.
Jesus. The only nickname that I've ever had that was a pun on my name was like deposit or depositron type thing. I don't know. The Z makes it a little fun.
I was trying to think of one for withdraw because it's probably more of what you're doing right now. Because you're losing bets. You're withdrawing money from your bank account and depositing into the DraftKings Sportsbook app, which you should download.
I'm
Reminder
literally
as always.
placing bets right now behind the back.
What?
I just bet on the Oilers at Blues over, and I'm just betting on some overs.
Look at DraftKings, or look at Leah, the DraftKings god back there. You should join her. As a reminder, bet just $1 on any NFL team. score a point and get $100 in free bets if they do when you sign up using that promo code PHNX. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. As I said, follow us on social. You can follow the show at PHNX_Sun Devils, PHNX_sports across all socials, including right here. Subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. If you're listening on audio, leave a 5-star review, and on audio, comment your favorite table game and maybe how much money you've lost, if you feel so inclined, or how much money you've won. Let's make this positive. ASU hopefully gets the win tomorrow. Join us right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel right after the game. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Peace. Where did that come from? My watch? Okay.
Siri's always listening.
All right. Okay, there's something's going on. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always, and peace.